Hello and welcome to Lonnie Electronics. I'm going to show you guys how I store most of my parts. Before we get into it, like, subscribe, check out some more videos. Go to the website, LeilaniElectronics.com. Print out some programs, schematics. Tell me what you think. Comment on this. But these are just some of the parts that I've accumulated over the last 15 plus years when I really got heavy into doing electronics. I've been doing electronics all my life, but I would just normally buy parts as I here and there. But I want to say over the last 15 or 17 years, when I do a project, I always buy extra. And it was getting to a point where I had so many boxes from DigiKey, companies like that, Mauser, SparkFun, a couple other companies, but 90% of my parts I get from DigiKey. So I had them in this box is stacked. So one day I went and got a couple bins. I was in Lowe's and found some bins, some tool bins I use, and my dad sent me some bins. But here it is. This is just one of my bins of parts. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that stores their parts like this. I do have everything organized in a laundry room, but I'm not going to show you my laundry room. So I just pulled out a couple bins. I'm sitting down in my lab right now where I work from home and do some other stuff. But let me get this out the way. This is a project I was working on and I got to finish. Okay, now most of these parts are surface mount. I don't keep too many through hole parts in there because I don't want to get, you know, bent or damaged. But I got a bin full of parts. I got some large sandwich bags, and I found that's easier to store a lot of parts in surface mount wise, because you can label the sandwich bags. So these right here are some dot matrix displays, RGBs. I put these on top. There's another bag. There's another bag. And I think there's a fourth bag. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I try to keep everything nice and neat, so when I'm doing a project, I could go in there, get out what I'm looking for, and put it back. Sometimes it gets hectic, you know. When you're in the flow of things, you don't realize how stuff just gets scattered. But when I'm done, I put it back neatly. But I do try to keep it neat. So this one's microchips. These are all my picks. Again, surface mount. I got about 20 different kinds. You know, okay. My surface mount bag. See, SMT. This is all my capacitors, resistors, diodes, transistors, and I leave them in the bag. So, because if they come out the bag, you're not gonna know what they are unless you read the small label. So it's better keep them in the bag as you need them, and the blue bags that they come in. So you know if it's a 10K or this is a 0.1 microfarad or 22 picofarad. You don't want to get them mixed up. So just keep them in a bag nice and neat. You open it up, put it back. Okay. This bag right here is some through hole components. So like capacitors, some miscellaneous stuff. I keep most of the miscellaneous stuff in this bag. So, you know, if I need some resistors or just something odd, I keep in this bag. Okay, this bag, power supplies, hundreds of them. Surface mount, I got the dual supply, LDOs, DC-DC converters, AC to DC converters, 5 volts, 10 volts, 12 volts, 24 volts. So as you can see, I keep them in the bag until I need one. So if I design a circuit, I'll say, hey, I need a 3.3 volt at 200 milliamps. I'll go to my parts inventory that I have on my computer, and I'll say, okay, I got 6 of those left. So keep them all in a bag. This bag is pretty heavy, but there's hundreds of different types of power supplies in there. Okay, this bag right here is, oh, my drivers and op amps. See? These are your OPA 234s, LM741s, your LED drivers that I use. I keep them all in this bag. So again, there's a lot of them. My semiconductor bag. So this is where you get your, I put my MOSFETs, other diodes, other transistors, what else is in here? Oh, rectifiers, just anything, you know, that I can't categorize in other bags. It's a semiconductor, so it goes in this bag. If I know it in other bags, it's probably in this one. Okay. My opto. These are all my LEDs. Surface mount. RGBs. I got pink, purple, blue, green, yellow. About 20 or 30 different types. You know what I mean? And different various sizes of surface mount. Because sometimes you need a smaller one. Sometimes you need, you know, different sized, various voltages or current. So, you know, there's a lot in here. And each one of these bags, some of these bags, since they're so small, some of them may have 100 LEDs in the spool. You know, so, you know, you keep them in here so you know which one, because if they come out the bag, you're not going to know what the part number is. So, probably thousands of LEDs in there. Okay, this is a bag for some through-hole parts, some LEDs. You know, I keep them in there, some old Radio Shack stuff. So these are quite old because Radio Shack's been out of business for a while. But so many parts, so little time, you know what I mean? But it's fun. I'm gonna keep buying. What's this bag? Oh, okay. Switches, buttons, fuse connectors, power connectors. This is where I keep all my switches, push buttons, power connectors. As you can see, there's some right there. Okay, this is my DAC ADC bag. Digital analog converters, A to DC converters, and digital pots. This bag is kind of small because most of the ADCs I use, I can use for a variety of circuits. So there's about 15 different kinds in there. This is just a bag I keep when in case I need any spare bags. You know, for parts. Okay. This is my connector bag. This is if you got a breakout board, if you have a surface mount to dip converter, you can solder some connectors, or you may need a connector for a dot matrix module or something you want to be able to take out and replace if something goes wrong with it, like this circuit right here. If one of these 8x8 RGB modules go bad, I could just pull it out and replace it. So those sockets are good to have. I rarely solder screens to a board because if they go bad, you can get them out, but it's just takes time and it's just easier to put them in the socket. Okay, these are my USB connectors. Different types. Okay. And this bag is just a bunch of these boards right here, which I don't know what to do with. I had a hard time finding those RGB, so I had to buy a bunch of these modules. So now I'm stuck with like all these test boards that they came with, you know, because I do my own programming and use my own chips. So there's that's 18, so there's probably 18. I got another board I'm working on over there, so about 36 of them in this bag. Oh, what are these? These are some displays. Okay, that was in there. Like I said, everybody has their own way of storing their parts. My through-hole parts. Oh, let me get this bin right here. This is all my breakout boards. when I get a part to surface mount, I always test it before I put it in the circuit. So, you know, I keep them in old Chinese bin. You know, you get some Chinese food, you know, don't throw them away. You keep all your parts in there. And you can reuse these, you know. So if you already got a part that you tested, you know, it's already on there. But I never design a circuit without testing the part, especially, you know, if it's a part that I haven't used before. And here's my through hole bin for my through hole parts, not on surface mount. See, I'm trying to keep it organized in here. There's one. There's another one where I keep some of my displays, some other stuff in there. And I got these guys. This is what I was talking about. My dad went to Lowe's and bought me 2 of these. They're made for tools, but you know, I use them for electronic parts. And I got 4 of these. So your displays, your 20mm LED switches, sockets. Flip that, turn it the other way. Bunch of diodes, resistors, and which is cool, these drawers slide out. So here's all my voice recorder chips, my ISD. I got tons of those. Some capacitors. So we flip that back. That's kind of heavy. And I got one more big guy. Again, you go to Lowe's, get you one of these. There you go. This is where I keep all my dot matrix, my digit displays. Flip this around. Sorry for the camera work. There we go. Some more stuff in there. And again, the drawers on the side pull out. These are all my voice modules, GPS units. Put that over there. And that's it. That's how, you know, store most of my stuff on the shelves. So now I got to put all this back neatly in the bins. But this is how Leilani Electronics stores most of its parts. Then when I want to take a break and relax before projects, I go play a game of Pac-Man. I'll show you. And here it is, Pac-Man machine in my game room where I work. There's my high score, which will never be beaten. You know. Yep, this is what I do for a little bit of relaxation. And I got out. Thanks again for watching. LeilaniElectronics.com. Go to the website, like and subscribe, drop me a line. I appreciate it.